I keep mixing the name of this up. It's Speak No Evil, because I keep accidentally calling it Hear No Evil or See No Evil. Speak No Evil. So this is a remake of like
Dutch
I think like is it French or Swedish?
No,
or...
it's a Dutch film. And it's only a couple of years old. So I've Googled today and watched the ending of the original Dutch film because it's very different to this one.
Okay.
I think I prefer the Dutch version.
Right. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, the premise of this, James McAvoy stars, and it's so Scoot McNairy plays like this American businessman who goes to Greece with his family, and they're invited by this British couple to come and stay in their like farmhouse to make friends over the holiday. And so they go over, and the couple are sort of pushing some kind of like social boundaries, and it just kind of escalates as the movie goes on. Eventually it gets very out of hand. We'll just do spoilers. There's kind of the couple tries to kill. Basically, the premise, the idea is that the couple are serial killers who lure couples in with kids and then kill the parents and keep the kid and then do it again with another couple.
Yeah, empty the bank accounts, don't they?
Yeah. I thought that was a really, I think throughout the movie, you know, like, because the son has like, he has a really small tongue. You know damn well the dad, because he's a lunatic, cut the son's tongue out. But I thought it was a good twist that it's not his kid. I thought that was a really good twist. That like when he's showing the picture book and it's like, oh, they're other people's kids. I thought that was a really good twist.
Yeah. So I absolutely loved this. I thought this was great. It was the original's Danish, by the way. Sorry, not Dutch. I mixed that up. But I thought this was really cool. Again, going back to my old man kind of bladder issues and stuff, I do feel it took a little while to get into kind of action. Yeah. It was an incredibly uncomfortable watch because you kind of knew that things were going tits up and that this wasn't a normal guy in partner, you know. But it still felt like it was a bit laboured, and I was waiting for something to happen. The acting in this from everybody is phenomenal, but I have to say James McAvoy in particular is stellar, absolutely stellar. You know what? I think sometimes I forget that he was amazing in the Shyamalama Ding Dong movie. Split. Yeah. He was phenomenal in that. He plays a nutcase psycho beautifully. Just absolutely beautifully. So yeah, I thought this was great. I really enjoyed it.
Because like going into this, I kind of expected a very similar to Split performance, but in Split, Split he's playing like multiple different characters because he's a character that has like multiple personality disorder. But in this, what I loved about it is he's flicking from like uncomfortable to charming to a lunatic back to charming, like with such ease. Like it's there's moments where it's like he does a thing and you're like, is that a weird thing, or am I just kind of project, like, you know what I mean? So I thought that was really cool. So I get that the couple don't necessarily run away immediately.
Yeah,
you know.
There's parts of this as well where it's for the viewer really uncomfortable to watch because you think any second he's going to flip here, or he's going to, like when the guy's up the ladder. I was waiting for the ladder to be pushed, you know, when he's kind of arguing with people, you think he's actually he looks formidable and he looks mental,
jacked as well.
He looks the kind of guy you say the wrong thing to and he's going to literally cave your face in, you know. And then near the end of the film it proper kicks off and we get a bit of a by the numbers kind of actiony kind of
home invasion.
It's basically Home Alone with adults in it. Do you know what I mean? It's setting the house up and
it's
stuff.
Funny but you say that because I was hoping for more trappy stuff. They don't really do that much. There's like she throws acid in his face at one point. I thought that was it wasn't like as it was, I think, a realistic portrayal of that happening. It wasn't like his face starts melting. It's just sort of like,
well, it wasn't acid, was it? It wasn't acid. It was like detergent kind of stuff. I think it was like what you clean your toilet with. I think.
Right. Okay.
You know?
So it's burning him, but it's not melting him or anything.
Yeah. So it's stinging his eyes.
I wasn't expecting the wife to be involved in it, so I thought that was a good twist as well. And I like their kind of dynamic. Now you told me a theory or an assumption you had with the film.
How dare you? It's not a theory. It's just that I watched the film and I'm an intelligent man. Okay. The wife alludes on a number of occasions to things like, you know, take us with you, he beats me and stuff like that. But she's a mental psycho killer as well. But there's a big discussion at one point about her age and the age difference and all the rest of it. So what I picked up from it, looking at the albums and all the rest of that, the flicking through, is that she's somebody that's been kidnapped at some point in the past, one of the kids, and he's basically kind of lived with her and groomed her and turned her into this. I don't think she came along as a fully fledged psycho and married him. I think she's a victim as well initially, but then has lived with him so long that's turned her crazy as well.
So you said you saw her in one of the pictures, and
I think so.
okay.
Yeah.
Did he have another wife?
Oh, I can't remember, mate. I can't remember.
Because I never got that vibe from it.
Yeah.
Like, I know they mentioned the age difference thing, and that was like, oh, I wonder. But like, I never got the idea that, oh, she was like one, because like he cuts their tongues out. Like, that's the kind of thing that he does.
Yeah.
But I think it really raises the stakes for the kids, like for the little girl, where it's like, oh, that's really fucked. Like, what's gonna happen if you get like taken? You know. So I thought that was good.
Because that's what he says, doesn't he? That's what kind of led us to it as well. At the end, where she says, "Please don't kill my daughter," and he kind of say, because his wife's dead at that point, he says, "Oh, I'm not going to kill the daughter. She's, you know,
She's all I have now."
Sure. So that's kind of what led to that. Now, interestingly, James, the original version of this has a completely different ending. Okay. So this goes very much American, I think, in terms of good guys save the day and everybody walks away happy.
Okay.
The other version, the original version, their son, the one with the cut out tongue, is dead in a lake or something, and the two adults get stoned to death. So the bad guys win at the end, and it ends with basically their daughter on holiday with them with the tongue cut out, alluring a new team. I actually think I would have preferred that.
I don't know.
I think that's a great idea.
To be honest, like I was, because like I think it is like the last sequence is very tense. Like you're feeling it. That the whole entire movie is very tense. I think it's a masterclass of that, of tension, building tension and building and escalating the situation. So I don't know if I would have handled that well. I think that I can imagine that ending. Like I can picture
heavy hitting. That's an end game level ending. Do you know what I mean? You go in expecting a happy ending, and it's like, oh, hang on,
right?
Infinity War. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, yeah.
The Avengers lost. No, I think most horror movies always have a sting, isn't it? There's the villain gets one more scare or whatever. I think in terms of the kills in this, there's some pretty gruesome ones. I think like there's someone gets like the claw of a hammer to the back of the head. That was like, that made me because I think it just feels very real, because there's no violence in the film up to that point, really, you know. Then the
young lad with the brick on his dad's head,
just bricks his face over and over again. He's like, what does he say to him? Like, I'm proud of you or something, like, isn't it? Like, so that was like just the noise, the sound effects of it and stuff. It's just like you can hear like brick on skull, you know. It's like, ugh.
The restaurant scene was odd, and it was interesting at the end that guy's in on it all, you know, that he rocks up with the shotgun and all the rest of it. I thought that was interesting. Yeah,
well, I suppose it's part of the scam, isn't it? It's like they're charging them. They're also taking money off them and everything.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's get this guy $2,000 or whatever, like for the night or something, you know. I did like the way the wife. I like how like Scoot McNairy, the husband, and James McAvoy are like broing out, but the wife is like clearly very uncomfortable with everything. But like the way like he gives her the duck and then pretends he doesn't remember and stuff. I
didn't like the wife, mind. I didn't like the wife. I thought she was a bit of a pain in the arse.
Really?
Yeah.
You wanted to be two cool dudes hanging out, did you?
yeah, absolutely. I love the scene where they're standing on the hilltop just screaming.
I thought that was
very cool. Yeah. That's our kind of thoughts on I forgot the name of the bloody film.
Speak No Evil.
Really, really good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and James did too, so I would recommend you check that one out. Again, let me know in the comments what you thought of this movie. Did you like it? Which end do you think you would prefer?